I've done art pretty much my whole life. I remember loving to draw when I was a kid. I kind of started by drawing horses and unicorns when I was in elementary school. Had a somewhat unhealthy obsession with unicorns. But then from there, I developed my like designing and like drawing skills. Like throughout middle school, I kind of started to get really into it. I'm kind of self-taught. Of course, I've had a lot of art classes in my life, but most of my progression has been done through just practicing and doing it in my free time and doing it whenever I want. And once I took a painting class last spring, I started to really enjoy painting a lot. So I started painting, and that's how I started to paint things for people, because people seem to really like getting paintings from me. Before I actually like launched my Etsy shop, I had a few people that wanted to get paintings from me. One of which was my high school chemistry teacher. He bought a painting from me, and my relatives wanted some, so I had one relative that I sold a painting to. But the thing that really got me into painting pets was actually after I got my first pet rabbit, Wally, and I painted him on a little 6x6 canvas, and I thought it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. So from there, I just kind of decided like, hey, I want to like paint people's pets. I think that sounds like fun. So that's when I started to really paint more things for people. Pets are like the usual, but I really enjoy getting things that are out of the ordinary. I mean, my business isn't really, I mean, it's not like it pays the bills or anything. It's kind of like a side hobby. But it's nice to have commissions every now and then. Not like it was a good thing that the pandemic happened, but I had a lot more free time to do things, and more free time to do things meant I had more free time to paint. I actually got the largest commission I've ever gotten a few months ago, and I probably wouldn't have been able to do that if I was more busy with like having to go to campus and stuff like that, and being in quarantine, especially just not really wanting to be in the outside world kind of just like made me stay in my living room, and I was just painting away. And it doesn't really affect like the interpersonal part of it, because for the most part I've only had to communicate with people about pieces through social media or instant messaging. I mean, just the shipping times kind of were longer, especially for people that I shipped to internationally. Like one of them took over a month to get there. So that's the only like downside, that it takes a long time for international shipping. And there are also some countries that aren't currently taking mail from the US because the US sucks at the pandemic. But yeah, it hasn't been too much of an effect, but I'm also finishing up my degree, so I haven't really had a lot of time to like advertise myself and stuff like that.